quintessential, and I feel like this is the thing which is quintessential to this meeting, because we see all those beautiful faces over here and those who are connected online. Everyone done a wonderful job today, and just so beautiful. I will pick one by one from the beginning. I will move as per the agenda. Okay, I have to look here, right? Yeah. Right. I will not give any comments over the physical setup of this meeting, because for me, I also wanted to learn how the hybrid meeting setup is like. So that's the reason why I immediately got the opportunity. So when I came here, the things were all set. We had all the laptop screens set so that everyone is there within the screen. It is so set so that the online participants also enjoying the meeting. And starting from the Sergeant-at-Arms who opened the meeting, what a beautiful way to open the meeting. And you had that genuine smile, and you were so interactive with the participants, and you have set the ground rules. And if I would like to give a few suggestions to you, you have started giving in the new term, right? We have, I think this is the second meeting for you. So you should order yourself with respect to the ground rules, what should come first and to the next, right? So I think maybe you can do with a slide. That's of course, that can be also possible. A slide, you can, with a slide you can practice it, and later you can come live without slides. That would be also fine. And you have done a wonderful job. Hats off to you. Loud round of applause to you. And then Sergeant-at-Arms handed over to the President, Toastmaster Satish Haridas, because I have to really learn the names, because these wonderful Toastmasters, maybe I'm experiencing for the first time probably, so I have to really learn the names. So Toastmaster Satish Haridas, you have took that presidentialship in all the power, and you have introduced. You have started with mentioning some speciality of the meeting, and of course you had that warm welcoming phrase, warm welcoming dialogues, and you introduced the guest. That's a beautiful part of it, and. If I would like to give a few suggestions in that, because what I have seen over here, many of the Toastmasters are really new, because you had 5 new members on the today. So this is an opportunity to give a glimpse about the Pathways program, the education program, right? So give more emphasis on what Toastmasters does. It actually education, the communication as well as the leadership program. So how we are going to achieve that? What is there in Pathways? Because all of you might have heard about Pathways. So what is there in Pathways? And a little bit of that would also be included in the presentation. That would be really, really great. You know, because most of the information, almost all the information of Pathways we cannot cover in the presentation. So bit by bit, you have to plan yourself. This meeting, I would be emphasizing on certain of these points. In the next meeting, I would be like this, like this, like this. So you have fill in the blanks when you are progressing towards something. So that is a good one of these strategies you could do. And then you introduce our secretary, Toastmaster Srilata, the wonderful way of how, I could able to understand what happened in the previous meeting. Very in depth, so narratively you have given all those lines. It's just like a motivation to all of the past role players and the role players in the last meeting. If I given a speech, I would like to hear that in the next meeting. So how it went. So what are the messages it going through? So all these things, when you capture it, when you deliver it, it's so soothing to these members over here. They hear us, right? For example, our first table topic speaker, if she hear next time what she has spoken, then definitely it's going to be a good feeling for all of us. So that's the element. So kudos to you. Well done. Right. I don't have any point of improvement. Maybe you can move a little bit fast, quickly wrap it up. So that's the only thing. But apart from that, wonderful leader. Then we had our wonderful TM Toastmaster Diwali Wasabi. Maybe I'll come to you last, because I have plenty of things to say about you. And the wonderful part is that you have introduced the silent role players in training. That's very important thing. and you have mentioned about the agenda as well. So what is this? There is a change in agenda or not? And of course, Toastmaster Fatima Tabassum, you have wonderfully demonstrated how the timing mechanism works. Of course, you have those cards. You are having those cards, and the way you have demonstrated. And being a new member from Toastmaster Ludwig, you had all this support over there, just like your mother. She was carrying you, just looking at. I mean, that's the beauty of Toastmasters. We learn each other, supporting each other. So very wonderfully done. And your timer role was awesome. You have meticulously noted timing, and of course, you have given all the timing details, and you really helped. You know, all these role plays are really helping the meeting. Sometimes we may feel like, you know, later once you progress into small, you feel like really taking a small role would benefit me or not, like a timer role or some other roles. Actually, you are doing a lot of support to this. I mean, you are supporting other role players to come here and perform. Right? You are setting a stage. That itself is a great thing to do in Toastmasters, right? So even if you allocate a very small roles, just do it. That's the message. Very fantastic. New member induction, well done by VPM or VP membership Toastmaster Vibha Latheef. I don't want to mention her because she is very experienced, and everything comes handy to her at any moment. So that's the beauty of her. She can make even the air visible, yeah, of course. So that's the beauty of that. And what I like the member induction is that it's just like giving a responsibility to all these members. I mean, that's the beauty of it. I mean, even the crux of all the induction part was each and every new member felt that feeling. You know, I'm a part of this Toastmaster. I'm responsible for it. And the elements which made that clear was the thing which you have given, the small slip, the oath you have handed over to them. You made them to very wonderful. Right? This is how you emphasize things. So I like it very much. And the good part is that mentor-mentee. I mean, it was, you know, the VPA was very handy with the mentor-mentee. He had everything ready. So most of the time when we give the new member induction, sometimes like mentor-mentee this won't be fixed. So all these things, but we had a very smoothly done. Kudos to all XCOM members behind it. Word of the day, Toastmaster Subaida. Thank you so much for giving such a wonderful word contestants, and which is not very common word, and it has not been used much, but I appreciate the way it has been used by many of the members. So very well done. Thank you so much for using it, and thank you so much for bringing that word. Apart from that, I would like to mention Toastmaster Subaida was very eager when enjoying the meeting, looking at facial expressions of, you know, I only wanted to look at Toastmaster Subaida's face in order to feel what is going on in the meeting. So, very wonderful. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Subaida. And we want you to drive to Sharjah and experience this physical meeting, please. Right. Okay. Two wonderful speeches, icebreaker speeches, very well evaluated. Toastmaster Sriraj Nair and Toastmaster Vyomesh Shah, thank you so much for giving your story. That was so amazing, and I go fully in line with what the evaluators have given you feedback. You both had a very natural style of speaking. Only thing, just be on the stage, position yourself, and then try to give your speech. So that's the only thing which I can suggest. But apart from that, you have done a very wonderful job. Very well done. Thank you so much. Moving to the table topics. Again, our President Toastmaster Satish Haridas, thank you so much for bringing those wonderful topics, and you made the guests engaged, or otherwise the new members engaged in the table topics. You have explained all the rules of the table topics. That's really great. Superb. The only suggestion for you is that when we have new Toastmasters over here, we may have one experienced Toastmaster beginning with the table topic speech. Then, of course, that sets the stage. Then it encourages the new members who comes over here. They can start continuing that. So that would be one suggestion. But the way you have mentioned that third topic is for Karen. So that's the way. Most of the time the new members or the guests won't they won't participate in table topic. So this is one of the best example. I will take it from you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Really nicely done. And all the table topic speakers, Toastmaster Atish, Toastmaster Avinash, and Toastmaster Karen, even though you are new to this, but however you have managed it very well. And in the we can also have a certain few feedbacks of the table topic speech as well. Just after that can be also done. That can be also done. Anything can be done. So day by day we have to incorporate all these things. Moving forward, the evaluators, and I have to comment on evaluators because generally in Toastmasters, it's the responsibility of the general evaluator to make sure the speakers are getting good evaluations, right? So the general evaluator, usually it says like general evaluator introduces the evaluators one way, and it's the complete pride and honor for the general evaluator even to comment the evaluators. So I'm taking this opportunity to give a few comments on the evaluators. Toastmaster routine, really motivational. The way how you have given the feedback, I really liked it. You had a good number of metaphors. That's the beauty of your evaluation. I mean, the cutting through the cake so smoothly, underneath, it went underneath the bridge. All these things were so beautifully done. Only comment to you, summarize the evaluation. So basically, we are giving a speech as an evaluator, speech evaluator. So summary is also important. Summarize. Okay. Toastmaster Srinivasan again went on with the natural style. So comfort. The comfort what you are giving to the speakers and giving to the audience is so grateful and really good. I'm very quickly no problem. And only thing to evaluators, if you could avoid mentioning target speaker, that can be avoided. I mean, instead of mentioning target speaker, we can mention our speaker Toastmaster. That's the best way to do it. And Wordmaster report also done very well. And Toastmaster Subeda, hats off to you. Finally, coming to the Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Diwali was funny. I don't know how you can remember all these celebrations. So, this is so beautiful. The way you have taken the stage, the way you have made us all comfortable with our role, and you have really taken your time to set the stage. You had that stage presence, really awesome. And you introduced the silent role players. You had a very motivational introduction, and all the examples, the pictures you have shown us, really motivational. And I would like to ask you, what's your dream? That's coming. Okay. Okay. So anyway, it's very well done, and I thank you so much for making me aware about all these. Like you were giving me a lot of messages, and you're keeping me involved, keeping me informed on all those meeting updates. Thank you so much. And my mentor is here. All right. So thank you so much. We have witnessed a very wonderful meeting, and in general, I like the meeting. And only one thing